So yeah, welcome to the conference. Tell us a little bit about you first, Steve. I know you said you're from further afield at first, but tell us a bit about Steve.
Yeah, I've worked in the graphics industry all my life. From Cleethorpes, trained in Sheffield, and now live in Barnsley. So and work in Halifax. The company FiveTalents. That's FiveTalents. It's a standard thing I do. Standard thing at all these networking things. It's based at Bradley Hall Golf Club, and so the view over the 18th green is absolutely sensational. We got flooded a few years ago, and we decided to move. So we're on the first floor of the golf club. So if it floods there,
then you're in trouble, yeah.
I'm giving Noah a call. I'm not going to lie.
What a great idea, though, to have your offices based at a golf course as well.
Absolutely superb.
I like your thinking there. That's absolutely
It's absolute. Well, it's above the bar, so it's.
Oh, does anything ever get done?
Friday afternoon is when I do all my best creative work. I'm not
most creative, yeah.
Yeah. Some of the ideas, sensational.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the business.
Okay, well, it's a design company. We're ideas generators. And in a digital world, we've found that there's a lot of companies, a lot of people can do their own digital. Of course they can. They can use Canva. They can use the latest digital software. But we've found that there's a lot of noise on the internet. People are scrolling endlessly and actually not finding what they want, because the ideas generation is just, they maybe have a digital presence, but nobody's getting the message. Yeah. And so what we've kind of honed our business on now is that we can come up with ideas, we can generate traffic, you can still manage it yourself. Yeah. It's a thing, isn't it? It's like, we don't want to take over your business. We could just help you attract more business in whatever area that is. We do a lot of work in the travel industry. We do a lot of work in education. So it might be schools, prospectuses, websites, you know what I mean? And it's just helping people in different areas with creative answers.
Sometimes those fresh ideas, looking into your business, come up with the creative. When you're in your business and you're having to deal with payroll, the business rates, the electricity and all of that, you get caught up in those types of things. So to have professionals come in and look in makes a big difference. You mentioned Canva there. Canva's great if you're starting out and you need something. But I had a friend of mine who created a very successful business, but he got his logo done like that. And the problem was there was lots of other assets out there that looked exactly like his. It wasn't original work. And that's the problem. That's why you need creatives to come in and do good work.
I think the fact that we've lived in a digital world for a lot of years is the fact that people looking to buy services or a product are aware of Canva. They're aware of people like, having the logo, which is the same as somebody else's. Yeah. And it's the thing that a lot of companies think. They come to a design agency, they're thinking big bills. It doesn't have to be that way. Because we're the kind of company that if you want us to design your logo, of course we can design, it's what we do. But we don't want to then do your website. We don't want to then do your brochure. We don't want to then take over your social media. If you want us to, obviously we can do that. There's a lot of design companies and marketing companies and PR companies, and they're all selling the same thing, but they don't specialize in creativity. Yeah. They may specialize in PR, but yeah, of course they can do the website. We've had PR companies come to us. Can you do a website for our client? It's like, well, why didn't that client come to a web design company to do their website? And they're clearly putting a margin on it. Yeah. And so why wouldn't you come to the design company? A, get it cheaper, and B, getting it direct from somebody who's creating it, not through basically a glorified salesperson who works for a PR company or a marketing business. And so, I don't know. I think the trend is that 18 months ago, 2 years ago, we found that we was losing business and pitching against a lot of freelance designers, marketeers.
Fiverr.
And when we're never going to be able to compete with somebody doing it as a second job. Yeah. And I don't confess we can. But if you want your website changing at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's not going to happen till 8 o'clock until he's come home from his second job. Yeah. So those kind of clients are now coming back to us, coming to people who know what they're talking about, specialize it, and they're an upfront business. It's not a cash in hand. Yeah. If you want a cash in hand job, go to a freelancer, because we've got overheads, we've got staff to pay, we've got bills to pay. And this is like, where's the violin music? It's like, but it's for real. Yeah. This kid's got a full-time job and he's getting cash in hand for jobs at night. So we're not going to compete against that.
But for me, you've got to put your branding, your creatives, your artwork for your business is probably one of the most important things of your business. You don't want to trust that to an amateur.
No.
So what kind of trends are you seeing? You know,
the trend in the industry is that, like I say, a lot of people are finding that they're trying to put themselves out there against other business, and there's a lot of noise. And so I think that the trend from what we're seeing is that people are coming back to companies, and they are, you know, asking for advice. You know, I've had a conversation with somebody today, and I said to him, like, I would not go to somebody who fits radios into your car and then ask him to change my tires.
Yeah.
And that is the trend. You know, going to one company who'll do your PR, they'll do your marketing, they'll do your web design, they'll do your logo, but they're just farming it out to other people.
Yeah.
And I think it's come full circle. So I think that is the trend, that people are coming back to core businesses for specialist advice and people that are going to get the job done right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the old saying is like, you know, you don't know how bad your design is until you get, you know,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
how good or bad your design is, until people are saying, like, we don't know what you do. You don't, then the message is wrong. And so
it's weird that sometimes, I mean, we've done some stuff, projects we've been involved in, we've done like rebrands, and you look at it and you think that's fine. And it's only once you see the new rebrand when you kind of go, oh,
yeah,
now it looks
different
so old
level
and dated. So yeah, and that's the
it
difference
is like
of hiring a professional.
conference football. And then, you know, you're looking at the Premiership. Yes, it's still all football. Of course it is.
Yeah.
But the gap is huge.
Yeah.
So you may think your logo's brilliant, but it might not actually tell people what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just basic. It might not have your website address, if you've got a website.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but it's I mean, we give free advice to people all the time. You know, people come to me and say, what do you think about this? And I am that person. I'm brutal. And I'll just say, like, you know, you've not got the fundamentals. And it's like, it's just going back to basics, isn't it? Marketing's really straightforward. You get your ducks lined up, and you get them all ticked off in a row. Your marketing will be successful. And it's just, you know, it's just the way of the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's gone really quick, and people can jump in at whatever level they want.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
Tell us about the future of FiveTalents. Where do you see it going? Where do you see it growing into?
FiveTalents has been business was started in 2000, so we're not a fly by night.
Yeah.
And I'm a man of a certain age. I've been in the industry. I've got experiences, but we've got a breadth of people who work, you know, with like you were trying to say earlier about the trends. Trends are fine, but everybody jumps on a trend. You don't stand out. So it's looking ahead of the curve. And I think from our point of view, we are ahead of the curve. We give advice that's going to be, you know, useful for people today, tomorrow, and in the future. FiveTalents is here to stay, and you know, we're at the top of the game. And if you want to use FiveTalents, it's a thing on the networking circuit. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They might think I'm a complete whatever, but people remember the name.
Yeah.
And you know, I might be selling flowers, but they'll still remember the name FiveTalents.
Absolutely. No, it works. It absolutely works. A comment that says, can you do a live review of the logo on the show?
Yeah, no problem.
Do you know what? Let's put ourselves on the bus. Have a look at the Hood Show logo there.
All right, okay.
On your back of your jacket.
Well, yeah, there we go. What do you think to that? Be brutal.
I think from a location point of view, it is local, because everybody knows,
exactly.
and I'm guessing that's the monument.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I went there on Valentine's night, just as a little
Oh.
side story. I went there, just as a side note, I went there Valentine's night, because I'm not from the area, and I picked it, and I did a car buffet, a tapas buffet.
Oh, nice.
As a surprise. Anybody can go to a restaurant and pay top dollar. Anybody can, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did a car tapas at the monument,
Nice.
looking over Huddersfield. I know, don't worry. But yeah, it's bold. It tells you a location. I think if you wanted to grow it, where do you go then?
Yeah.
I mean,
for us, the Hood Show is, I mean, it's a passion project for us for about Huddersfield, if you know what I mean.
of course.
We have a live streaming business, which is fine, but Hood Show is just about Huddersfield. So we don't, well, unless someone comes on with a big check, then obviously you know what I mean. But it is about a passion project for Huddersfield. So
I think as a local brand, obviously, it does what it says on the tin. It's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're from Huddersfield, and it's a show. It's like
exactly.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out the thing. So
Exactly.
Out of 10.
Oh.
10.
That's. Can you tell that's the graphic designer there?
it's absolutely the best thing I've seen.
Great job, Squid.
It's absolutely the best logo I've seen in this room.
in this room. So about Kirklees, you're a member of the Chamber.
Yep.
If someone's watching this that's not a member, tell us about the benefits of being a member.
Yeah, well, we're patrons of the Chamber, and we do all the design work. The design work's on the bottom there.
Yeah.
We've come up with the branding for that, and we've up their game big style because it seemed a little bit unprofessional.
Yeah.
So they got us on board. We've created an iconic sort of look.
Yeah.
And we've rolled it out across the thing. From a Chamber point of view, it's an absolute no-brainer to get involved. There's so many businesses. You may come to an event and walk around and think it's not for me because there's nobody I want to buy from. I don't think I can sell to those people. The Chamber's, it's got a deep sort of like understanding of lots of businesses, and there's so much you can get involved with. And actually just within the Chamber itself, there's so many things that you would not believe you can get involved with, advice and all of the sectors that if you just think it's conferencing, it's a lot more than that. Yeah. I'm not a salesman for the Chamber. I'm not getting paid by the Chamber, but there's a lot of information on their website that people don't know about.
Yeah.
And yeah, you have to pay a fee, but you have to pay for everything these days. So it's like, if you can see a benefit from it, networking is just only small part of any business, clearly, but and
it's not even the official networking, it's the conversations in the corridor as well. It's the seeing the faces you've not seen for a while and sharing those stories and learning from other people's experience as well. So I
think it's one of those things that you may not get any business from a networking event like today. That's absolutely fine, but somebody might pass on your card.
Yeah.
They may not want to buy a website from FiveTalents today. They may not want a logo from FiveTalents today. See what I did there?
Very good.
But tomorrow,
yeah.
Or they may move on, or they may want something else doing. They may give us a ring and say, "I'm aware of FiveTalents from the show," but it's a thing.
There we go.
It's a thing, but it might not be here and now. But if somebody takes your card away and they've got it on the desk, who knows? They may come back down the line.
Fantastic. Quick question: have you got chocolates on your stand?
Yeah, we've done a leaflet and we tweaked it, and it was ask us for a treat because we've got the dog theme. It's like the big dog and the small dog. So we're a small agency in comparison to the big hitters of Leeds, Manchester. That's okay. I'm fine with that. But we're able. Well, I like it to like a massive boat. It can't turn very quickly. Yeah. FiveTalents are a small team that can react, very quickly to your needs, and it's a thing. And so this big dog, small dog.
Yeah, no,
we're big. We've got big ideas. I'm a man of a certain age. Like I say, I'm a creative director of a design company, but also we're nimble enough and small enough to react to small businesses. Not everybody's scared of going to a big agency because they think it's big check at the end of it. Do you know what I mean?
It's exactly what you said, though. People like now, even more so now, to have that kind of more personal touch where you know the people that you're dealing with. And when it comes to those big agencies, like you said, it's going to cost you a lot of money because that's a big beast to feed as well.
Yeah, well, they're not only got designers, specialist web designers, photographers, copywriters, but they've got account handlers.
Yeah.
We find that people like talking to people. It's a Yorkshire thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And all our designers speak to the client. We don't have account handlers who are blowing smoke up people's whatever.
Yeah.
And so we're able to get the brief direct to the designers, and they get back exactly what you've briefed them.
Perfect.
So
perfect. Well, Steve, it's been an absolute real pleasure. Go on there. Adam Richard said, have you got any jobs going? You wouldn't want to deal with him. He's so high maintenance.
Yeah.
What these designers are like.
Well, we work long hours and we like drinking coffee. So
there you go.
I never said there's a job going making coffee. It's just my new thing is it's like I clearly say it a lot. It's a thing.
Yeah.
I've started saying it. I don't know, but they're in the real world. It's a thing. Don't worry about it.
Awesome, Steve. Thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, you too, pal.
We will make sure there's a link in the comment section if you're watching this on the replay as well. That's Steve Riley from FiveTalents. Thank you, mate.
There we go.
Cheers. Take care.